What's up, world? Happy Monday. Coach Brian here at Fuel House Gym 2.0 in Seattle with another edition of our Practice of the Day recap. So today, to get our momentum behind us as we embark on this new week, we are going to get into movement prep. 3 movements, 3 rounds. We've got a squat, crawl to shoulder tap. So we're going to squat down, come out into either a crawl position or, if you prefer, a high plank. It's up to you. We're going to do a shoulder tap each side. Come back to your squat, stand, repeat 5 times. If you want to make the shoulder taps a little more challenging, bring up that opposite leg to really get those stabilizers firing. After 5 of those, we're going to 5 squat jump with a lunge jump on each side. So we will squat jump, then lunge jump each side, back into your squats. Repeat that sequence for 5, and then we've got 10 total pressure dead bugs. So think 5 per side. We're going to anti-shrug, get those shoulders away from the ears. I'm pushing my palm into my knee and driving my knee into my palm. So I'm keeping that tension, elbows stay locked out. And embrace that shaky in the core. After 3 rounds of those movements, we're heading into strength. So strength today, we've got cyclist goblet squats. We're gonna elevate our feet, elevate our heels rather, not the entire foot. Whether you are in a narrow V stance here, whether you are about hip width, feet facing forward, or about hip width with the feet slightly angled out, find the stance that's most comfortable for you. And then get your bell up, any goblet hold, whether it's with a kettlebell or maybe a plate or any weighted item at home. Then we're going into our cyclist squats. Make sure shoulders and hips are descending and ascending at the same rate. So that we're avoiding the hips initiating and the shoulders catching up. Try to move that torso as one solid movement. You can also make this a little more challenging by making it a tempo. So we would go down, 2, 3, stabilize, explode up, and reset at the top. Feel those glutes and quads burning. 4, 10 total reps. You can also maybe do those with a band if you want to make them a little more challenging. Before we go into 10, plate ground to overheads. So I'm going to use the same plate that I just used for my cyclist squats. Getting my grip on the middle of the plate, finding my hinge, boom, using those hips to get that bell overhead, or plate rather. Just like if we were in our swings or snatches, our breath finishes as the hips fully extend. If you don't have a proper plate for that, you can do swings or snatches with a kettlebell, or you can do round touch to overhead jump, boom. Last movement in our strength portion, we've got single leg, single arm rows. So, getting our weight up, we're gonna find our single leg deadlift position, stabilize, and then row. For 10 reps per side. If you need to reset at all, that's okay, but we're not adding that single leg deadlift with each rep. Doing 5 per side there. Again, 3 rounds. If you don't have any weight for your rows, try this variation here in a high plank. We're gonna reach and row. Try to keep these hips from opening up or falling in. After your 4 rounds of strength today, we're going into conditioning to finish out. We're aiming for 5 rounds of 35 seconds on, 10 seconds to transition. So, starting it off, we've got our side-to-side jumps, keeping our feet fairly close together, just like we're hitting the moguls. We're on the slopes, feeling good. You can also do speed skaters if you prefer some more single leg. Then we're going into alternating V-ups. So we're trying to reach over the toes as we sit up. Alternating legs each time. And trying to meet in the middle. so that our torso is lifting just as our legs are. This next one's gonna be your favorite. This is our iso squat hold with a plate in and out. So, we're getting our weight, whether it's a plate, or a kettlebell, or a dumbbell, or even a nice big book. We're going to find our squat, come out of the hole just slightly less than halfway, stabilize, feel that strong base, and then in and out. They can be fast, they can be slow and controlled. Up to you, embrace the suck. Modification there, or alternate movement, is going to be a push-up. Last but not least, we've got plank jacks or hop overs. So our plank jacks, in that nice plank position, try to keep the hips relatively low so we jump in and out. If you prefer hop overs, we're gonna have that plate or kettlebell, anything back there, and we're hopping over. Boom. After your 5 rounds there, if there's time, you've either got a 400-meter run to finish or 2 minutes of cardio of choice. Whether that be jump rope, jumping jacks, kettlebell swings, kettlebell snatches, dumbbell snatches, burpees, if you're feeling froggy. But that'll close out today's practice. We'll see you next time.